We're doing this event as part of a number of events through the year, just to celebrate and to show people some of the wildlife and biodiversity we have in the city. And it's all part of a commitment that the City Council's made to biodiversity. Here, this is Aylestone Meadows, and from here you can kind of see what an amazing resource this is. And it goes for ages that way, and it goes right into the city centre. And as you're aware, the canal runs along here, so that doesn't stop, it just goes straight through the city and gets spat out the other side with watermead. So it's a really amazing resource for wildlife in a city like Leicester. And what we're going to look at today is some of the meadows that have just been around for ages. They've been unimproved, not messed around with, and they've just been, they've been managed well here for a very long time. So the wildlife that you get associated with a habitat like Aylestone Meadows is so much more rich for that. Probably not, no, it's a slightly higher ground, but yeah, this bit's, it would be better to go on.
Oh yes, but I mean, dark things have been done before with buildings.
Exactly, yeah. Show the, you kind of see all the different patches, different colours, different heights. You can already see the diversity just by taking a broad view. And there's all sorts of different plants here. So there's lots of different types of grasses. There's lots of different kinds of sedges. There's rushes, and then you can see some of the colour as well. There's quite a few different flowers around as well. There are 2, 3, I think 4 different types of buttercup in these fields. This one's the meadow buttercup. We should see creeping buttercup, and we should see lesser spearwort, and we might see bulbous buttercup as well. You can tell this one by, the leaves here are really quite divided, so that's something to remember. Here we've got a meadow foxtail, and then here we've got a cocksfoot, so they're both quite different. The cocksfoot, apparently when you put it on your arm, it sort of splays out a bit like a cocksfoot. This one is another one. This is a creeping buttercup. So you can see the leaves aren't quite as divided, they're a bit more entire. Of plants that we have here. This is the lesser spearwort. Can anybody guess what family of flowers it's in? So yeah, it's another member of the buttercup family. But I mean, you can see by the leaves, it's very different. The leaves are strap-like. It is quite unusual actually, yeah, it's not as common as, well yeah, it's not very common. A mouse ear here, this is just common mouse ear.
Mouse?
Yep, mouse ear.
I think because it's quite furry.
Yeah.
Oh, I see, when you feed them.
But the majority of the stuff in this bit is, there's a lot of sedges around. So this is a sedge. It's quite similar to a grass, but the way to remember a sedge is sedges have edges. So if you all sort of have a feel around the base of the sedge and just roll it in your fingers, it clunks. It's triangular in cross section. And then up at the top here, these are the male flowers of the sedge, and then you've got the female flowers further down the way. Again, indicates sort of slightly damper ground. This is the leaf of meadowsweet. Does everybody know meadowsweet? It's got really quite tall white flowers, but they're collections of small flowers, really quite dense flower head. And then we've got a member of the pea family, meadow vetchling, so it's got a yellow pea-shaped flower, this one here. You can see the sort of tendrils coming off, which sort of help you to know that it's a member of the pea family. Grasses, sweet vernal grass. Again, as the name suggests, it's one of the cow's favourites, it's quite sweet. And then a brome, a common brome here. A great burnet. There's great burnet and salad burnet as the other, but this one's the great burnet. It's got larger leaves and a really cool flower head. This is a ragwort. Yeah, I mean it's actually quite a useful flower in terms of insects really enjoy it when it's in flower. But then there is the downside to ragwort in that horses and cows, if they eat it, it can build up a poison inside them and eventually kill them. It only tends to happen if it's included in hay. So when it's dry, when it's cut and dry, generally horses and cows will avoid it because it doesn't taste that nice. Pink flowers? Yes, ragged robin, excellent, beautiful flower, always really nice to see. A member of the Campion family, so we'll probably see some relatives. Trefoil here, which is another member of the pea family. So we had the meadow vetchling, and we had the clover, and now the bird's foot trefoil, another pea. This is a spike rush, so we'll see some more rushes over that way, I think. So again, wet meadows, wet places, rushes. It kind of takes you over a number of years, really, with a lot of these things. So you'll get fluctuations in the climate, and yes, as you say, some will win, some will lose each year. But the seed bed in the soil will last for many years. This is a black medic. So it's these dense, really small flower heads. So this rush here is, we've had spike rush. This is jointed rush. As you run your fingers along, you can feel the segments. It's kind of segmented. If you sort of run it through your fingers. This one's called crested dog's tail. I don't know. You can maybe see why it's called that. It's got, it's one-sided almost. So it's got quite a flat bit at the top. This is it's a really good grassland species to have in a meadow. It shows that it's a good quality meadow. Do you know what this is? It's a horsetail. Really ancient family of plants. In sort of dinosaur times, you get trees that were. And you can see how sort of ancient they are and the way that they grow. They just grow a segment and then another segment. And you can see these segments as they sort of come apart, and each bit is just really sort of segmented. So yeah, this is a horsetail. Not got many of the flowers left in the grasses, but I know we probably got about 6, 7, 8 different types of grasses, and then all the flowers as well. Some of which obviously we didn't pick, but yeah, it's we've obviously got quite a few different species out there. So it's been good to show you that. And just to say that, I mean, as I said at the beginning, this is one of a number of events that we've got going on. On the 13th of June we're starting a garden watch, so you can go onto the Groundwork website and tell us what you get in your gardens, or you can come and see us on the 13th in Leicester Market. We've got a stall down there, so yeah, we're just encouraging people to come and tell us what they get in the gardens. And so we can talk about anything, really. Anything, just we just want to know, wildlife. Yes, yes, that's right. But we just want to know what people have got, because we know nothing about people's gardens, and so. And it's throughout the year. It's not just what's in there at the moment.